Hello and welcome to the FPL Lounge. It's time to start planning for game week 6, and if you're looking to wildcard, then here's a template that could help you out. While you're here, please do consider subscribing to the channel for all the latest updates. Aston Villa's Emi Martinez would be the first choice goalkeeper. He has 3 clean sheets in 4 games, and with 31 points in total, he is currently the highest scoring goalkeeper in the game. He also has 14 saves so far this season, which averages to just above 1 save point per game. The second choice goalkeeper is David Button, but it really could be anyone worth 4 million. The first defender on the team is Ben Chilwell. He has played 2 games so far this season and has provided attacking returns in both of those games. He has scored a total of 21 points, which includes a clean sheet, a goal and 2 assists. His average of 3.5 key passes per game is currently the highest among defenders. The second defender on the team is Tariq Lamptey. Brighton are yet to keep a clean sheet this season, but Lamptey's 3 assists in 5 games highlights his attacking potential. He averages a further 1.2 key pass per game and 0.2 shots per game, and the fact that he plays as a midfielder for Brighton could mean more attacking returns in the upcoming games. The next defender would be Kyle Walker-Peters from Southampton. He has scored 16 points in total, which includes 2 clean sheets and an assist. He averages a further 0.8 key passes per game and 0.6 shots per game. The fourth defender on the team is Tyrick Mitchell. He has scored 13 points so far this season, which includes 1 clean sheet and an assist. The other option in the same price bracket is Max Kilman from Wolves, but Kilman has started only 2 games so far this season, whereas Tyrick Mitchell has started all 5 games for Crystal Palace. And with Nathan Ferguson still injured, Mitchell could get more minutes. The last defender on the team is Matt Targett from Aston Villa. Villa have kept 3 clean sheets in 4 games, which is currently the highest for any team. And at a price of 4.5 million, Matt Targett is one of the cheapest options into that Villa defense. If we look at his attacking potential, he has provided 1 assist so far this season and averages 0.3 key passes per game and 0.5 shots per game. One of the things to notice about this defense is that I have not picked any of the Liverpool fullbacks, Andy Robertson or Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now they might be 2 of the most attacking defenders in the game, but if you look at how Liverpool have performed so far this season, they have kept only 1 clean sheet in 5 games. They have conceded 9 goals in the last 2 game weeks. Alisson is injured and is not expected before the end of November. Van Dijk is also injured, and without both of them, I am not sure if Liverpool would be able to keep clean sheets. First up in midfield is Mohamed Salah. He is currently the 3rd highest scoring player in the game with 48 points, which includes 6 goals and 1 assist. He averages 3 key passes per game and 3 shots per game. Out of the 5 games that he has played so far this season, he has failed to provide attacking returns in only 1 of them. The second midfielder on the team is James Rodriguez. He is currently the 5th highest scoring player in the game with 39 points, which includes 3 goals and 3 assists. He averages 1.8 shots per game and 3.2 key passes per game, which is currently the 4th highest among midfielders. Next up in midfield is Son Heung-min. He has scored 7 goals and provided 2 assists in 5 games. With a total of 58 points, he is currently the 2nd highest scoring player in the game. He averages 3.2 key passes per game and 2.2 shots per game. Next in midfield and completing the Aston Villa trio is Jack Grealish. In 4 games, he has scored 3 goals and provided 3 assists for a total of 38 points. He averages 1.5 shots per game and 3.8 key passes per game, which is the 2nd highest for any player in the game currently. Completing my midfield is Riyad Mahrez. He has a total of 17 points from 3 games, which includes a goal and an assist. At a price of 8.5 million, he is still a bargain, especially with Kevin De Bruyne injured. Mahrez could be on spot kicks and penalties for Manchester City. He averages 2 key passes per game and 3 shots per game, which is the 3rd highest for midfielders currently. The first forward on the team is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He is the most consistent player this season, having scored a goal in each of the first 5 games. He has scored a total of 43 points, which includes 7 goals. He averages 3.6 shots per game, which is the 3rd highest for any player. Next forward on the team is Harry Kane. He is currently the highest scoring player in the game with 60 points. He has scored 5 goals in 5 matches. He has provided a further 7 assists, which is the highest for any player. He averages 2.6 key passes per game and 4.4 shots per game. Completing the team is Ryan Brewster. If you are looking for a starting forward in this price bracket, then Brewster could be the best option. I also had some other strong options in mind while building this team. The first was Kai Havertz. He has provided 3 attacking returns in his last 3 games, which includes a goal and 2 assists, and is one of the strong contenders in that 8.5 million price bracket for midfielders. Another midfielder worth considering is Wilfried Zaha. He has scored 4 goals in 5 games. For me, it was between Zaha and Grealish, but I prefer Grealish because of his superior creativity. Another player worth considering is Marcus Rashford. With Anthony Martial suspended, Rashford is playing the central striker role for Manchester United. And I would have brought him in had it not been for the 2 upcoming tough fixtures against Chelsea and Arsenal. Alright, so that's it for today. If you like the content, then please show your support by pressing the like button and sharing the video with your friends. Thank you for watching.